Farm Guy here, and this is the Men TGS 18 pack by Dusty and Kaztan 18 on Farming Simulator 22. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on the Rock Crawl map for this test and demonstration of this pack of 2 tractor trailer trucks, semi-trucks, 35.31 megabytes to download. The slot counts, I did check them, but here they are, 23 and 21 slots compared to the 13 of the base game man one. So, not terribly terrible on the slot counts. We have some interesting features that kind of work and kind of don't work, and a lot of things that are neat and a lot of things that are just plain meh. Right, so let's find it in our vehicles and trucks. So we have 2 of them, as I said. We have a standard, I'm going to say standard type 1, where it's a fifth wheel type standard truck design with a few options. Wheel options, we have standard or standard with steering axle. That's the rear steering axle. And then we have a forest tread type tire, which doesn't really look all that different. A little bit narrower, and the steering axle with that. Mounting plate, we'll talk about this in a moment. We have a mounting plate, yes or no. $1,300 for that. Warning stripes, we can add just these generic type warning stripes. Company logo. So you can have a fire department Koenigberg or Königsberg, if I'm pronouncing that sort of terribly, or Ostbeck. Yeah, so this looks very familiar with the other fire truck type options we've had. Rotating beacons, yes or no. Now notice they are blue. That's because it has the fire department company logo. So we have orange with the no company or blue with the company logo. Front flasher, these are also going to be blue or orange depending on if you have the fire truck thing chosen or not. Rotating beacon bracket, which seems very trivial, but you get to choose. If you can see there, they're changing on the beacon. It does nothing other than, I don't know why that's an option. It's beyond me. Position lights or the chicken running lights, yes or no. Main color, we have a number of custom colors, which includes the white we already have. We have an orange, which looks pretty nice actually. A gray, a light gray, a blue, a metallic gray, race red, which would go with the fire truck configuration very nicely. And I believe white is another white and another white. And if we go for Giants colors, which are a lot of them are the same actually, $500 there. You can even make it purple or pink if you so desire. Rim colors, we have also the chrome that's standard. We have a silver, a black, another silver. It says it's white, but it looks gray. We have that fire truck type red again, and then we're into the Giants. Oh, why did it bounce back over there when I had white, and then it, oh, weird. Yeah, and you can also make it pink if you want. And the license plate. License plate's front and rear. As you can see, there's the front, there's the rear. It does not have a hitch. No. The fifth wheel, it doesn't appear to have a hitch. We'll check it out. Now the other one has the back on it. Yeah, $150,000 for that. 500 horsepower, 400 liters of fuel, 49 miles per hour. Right, automatic transmission. It says automatic transmission. Weird. All right. The TGS Kipper, $190,000. Everything's the same except it has 9,400 or 17,150 liter capacity. Yes. Capacity 94 or 1,700. There it is. It's odd that yeah, 94 and 17,150. Okay. Well, we got this one. Again, same thing here. Wheels, mounting plate, yes or no. Warning stripes, company logo, beacons, flasher, no flasher, bracket, position lights, no position lights, color. Now this one we have a front color and a design color, which is the back. And notice there's the fire truck stripes go onto the back as well. Rim colors like so, and there you go. So with a few additions you could bump that price up a little bit, but it's not outrageous. Right, so let's hop in to our let's get our help window on, shall we? There we go. All right. Interior, pretty standard stuff here. I do have already, the lights are already on. They seem very dim. They are there, as you can see here, but maybe they're better in daytime. These lights are not, daytime you can't even tell them are on. Now, which is actually realistic. You turn your lights on during the day, you cannot see that they're on. But compared to the other trucks, yeah. So, tail or a hitch. Do we have a hitch? No. So the semi-truck does not have a hitch. We'll get to the, oh, wait a minute. This has a ball hitch. Okay. That's interesting. Usually it's a pin hitch. Now let's try the pin hitch again. Did I just not line it up properly? No, it's right there. Interesting. Ball hitch. Right. Okay. That's interesting. All right, so options. L1 siren. No siren. I'll tell you why in a minute. You do not get the siren if you don't have the fire truck option picked. R1 horn. A decent horn. As I showed you already, it's just lights are just on or off. That's basically it. We have those little side lights. Those go on. We don't have anything else. It's a pretty simple truck. There's the beacons. So the beacons are very bright compared to the lights, which are like, used to be the joke. So the old British cars, and some of you from the UK would maybe remember this. Lucas Electric used to be in, maybe they're still around. Lucas, Prince of Darkness was because the lights are so dim, used to be the joke. So, but anyways, maybe these headlights were made by Lucas. I don't know. Right. So we are going to torture test this later. We're going to hook it up to. Oh yes, that's the rear steering. Is pretty nice. It's not the only truck that we've had that on. So we're going to torture test that one later. What we're going to talk about is this one here, and yes, that is a floating attachment that you see there. So let's start this up. Yes, we'll show you the we'll talk about the tipping and stuff like that, and then we'll get to this. We're just going to drop this off here. There we go. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. This one, the beacons are blue, obviously, and L1 and X has a siren because, well, we have the fire truck configuration. It's still, the lights still aren't very bright. I've turned them on, off, on, off. They're a little bit brighter in the distance, as you can see against that silo there. But I don't know, something is amiss for sure. Now, we're going to fill this up with rocks. And you can see it does have weight. It does feel the weight. Feel the weight. But I don't... Oh, look at that. It does not like having rocks. Oh dear. That's not good. A little bit too much weight on the front. Now let's go. Is it going to keep doing that? Oh yeah, look at that. Flat tire. Not enough air in the front tire. Alright, well that's not good. It's fine now, and it just kind of, yeah, a little bit disappointing. Okay, tipping. R1, tip side right, tip side back, tip side left, and right. So let's go right, and let's just see what that is, and there we go. So no grain door. Tipping speed is kind of slow, if you ask me. Right, it's only 17,000 liters. Let's go tip side back. At least it starts dumping right away. Right. Okay, well, thank goodness it's not like something like 500,000 liters or something like that. It would take literally all day. So, there it is. Let's empty that out. It does have a hitch on this one. A visible hitch on the back of this. Again, lights, if that flips up there. So lights and signals. Reverse, brakes. Everything's good there. All right, let's go attach. I guess they didn't account for the extra weight of the product in the box. On the, to be quite honest, this looks very much quickly slapped together. So that is the ball hitch, hooks up underneath there. So that is the same as on the Semi. If we back up over here, I do believe the pin hitch hooks up. Let's see if I'm correct. Yes, look at that. The pin hitch hooks up into that hitch right there on this one. So we're not going to torture test that one because we already know the front wheels buckle on it when we put too much weight in there. Now, let's talk about this front bracket. When I looked at this front bracket, I thought, well, maybe there's supposed to be some sort of specialized blade or something that hooks up to that, but no. There is no information on the description. It looks like it's just something that's got thrown in there, and I do believe that's why I'm saying this looks very much like it was just quickly slapped together to replace the Lizard Rumbler, which kept getting removed by Kaztan 18. That's just my guess. I don't know I don't have any information that would support that guess. So we have a variety of equipment here. We have a leveler, base game leveler. We have a snowblower, base game snowblower, a snow plow, and a salt spreader. All base game items that I found here under winter equipment. So all these here. And then levelers here. Levelers. Right, so let's try the leveler first. I have tried other 3-point equipment like plows or cultivators and stuff. They will not attach. So there we go. Look at that. To my surprise, I could hook it up. However, there's a big problem. The front wheels are off the ground. There's a gap here where, well, yeah. What can I say? Let's drive forward a little bit. So it's pretty much useless trying to use this on this vehicle because you can't turn, or you can barely turn. L1, circle, lower it. Well, it's already too low. If I try to lower it, it just kind of like, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Same with adjusting. Oh, there we go. We can tilt it a little bit. Yeah, it's just wrong. We can unfold it, but that's not going to do anything. So, well, it kind of, yeah. Let's just drop that. So that was pretty much a fail. What about winter equipment? Well, we have the snowblower here, and that attaches, and we can actually drive around with it. However, it is like right on the ground already. L1. Unfortunately, we can lower it. It does lower, and then it does raise. Again, as you can see, it's attached to nothing. We can turn it on. It probably does work. It doesn't have any up and down, like, yeah. We can lift the snowblower and lower it. Yeah. So, backing up, whoops, what about the salt spreader? That is also a 3-point type link, but it does not attach to it at all. So, no luck there. We can attach the snow plow, and that actually is a little bit off the ground. Lower it, although lowering it and raising it doesn't do anything at all. Anyways, you get the idea. How about one thing I did not try was a fertilizer spreader. You might be wondering, oh, maybe I can throw a fertilizer spreader on the front of it, and with the extra capacity on the back, we can go spreading fertilizer with this, and that would be great. But however, well, let's just see. Will it? I'm on the wrong side. I do not have any confidence that this will actually attach to it, as none of the other 3-point type link equipment, well, spreaders, and oh, look at that. It does attach. Well, that's something I did not expect. So it is useful. Look at that. It is useful now. The problem is, let's fill this with solid fertilizer, because that's really what you would want to do with this, and fill that with solid fertilizer. Will the front end collapse on it like it did with the stones? No. Okay. It looks like this could be useful. It is pretty heavy. Right, so look at that. We have found a use for it. That didn't suck. So it doesn't matter if we lower or raise it. There's it's lowered. You can see it's tilting just slightly. There it is, it's raised. Turn it on. Yeah, all right. Well, there we go. We have made use of the front bracket on this in a practical and helpful way. So not totally useless after all. Right, okay, so that's that. Unfortunately, well, there could be other uses. If you have found other uses, feel free to put them in the comments of the comment section. So let's take this for. We didn't really go for a drive, did we yet? So let's just take this for a little drive. It's pretty peppy. It says automatic transmission. Well, it looks like a manual transmission. Actually, that's what I wanted to. But anyways, it goes through the gears, 12 gears, and it does spin around sharply with that rear axle turning. So just be aware of that. Was the other one? Yeah, the other one's yeah, has gears as well. So it's not CVT, but it says automatic. So okay, let's test that out. Now I have to try it. Where is our vehicle automatic? Engine start. Hold on, I have to change it to manual transmission. Hold on. For the automatic or manual gear shift mode, it's under general settings and input controls. So let's see. So it's definitely manual transmission because I have all 12 gears and I have to manually do it. If it was automatic or CVT, you wouldn't have to switch gears. So let's just go back to automatic, shall we? Yes. So another something that's not correct in the description. But anyways, let's fill this up with stones and I'll meet you up over by the hill. We are taking a little break from the main video to show this. I just about missed it. When you have this configuration here, you have tension belts, R1 and R3. However, you can't open the sides like you could with the Lizard Rumbler, unfortunately. You can only it'll open, but it'll start tipping, and then as soon as you stop it tipping, it'll close. So, you could probably throw bales in there. I got a liftable bale. We could throw bales in there and strap them down. But suppose you could put pallets in there if you had a way of maybe using the CSC pack to strap onto them. I don't know if that would actually, how well that would work. And once the bales are in there, that might be a little bit tough to get the bales out if they're not liftable. Anyways, I thought I'd show you that because it is the only mod today, and I nearly missed that feature. So thanks to Mr. Sealy P for that little tidbit there. But anyways, back to our regular scheduled video. All right, so here we are. Let's just start it up right away. It does have an interesting movement. It tends to kind of like shift back and forth, and when it's turning, I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. You can see why the front end doesn't typically take a lot of weight. That trailer weight is quite a ways back on those back wheels, which where it should be really. So you can see where they didn't really, I don't think they really accounted for all that extra weight on the front end. And this thing is kind of hard to keep straight. I wonder if it's because of the rear steering. It's very touchy. You can see she kind of moving around. We're shifting down. We're pretty strong up this hill, though. I'm actually pretty impressed. We're holding at 14 miles per hour. Dashboard instrumentation looks like it's working well. We're starting to slow down, but I don't know. 13 miles per hour. That's actually pretty impressive. Performance is actually good. So, can't complain about the performance, really. It's a little squirmy. Let's see what the brakes are like as we come down the hill. We should hit that 51 mile per hour pretty quick. 52. Let's get to the bottom or momentum and hit the brakes now. Whoa, it's really squirrely. Brakes are great. So, performance is top notch. Brakes are 10 out of 10. Handling's pretty good. A little squirrely, I think, because of the rear steering. So if you don't like, if you're doing a lot of long range hauling with this, I would go with the standard, not the rear steering. You can get by without the rear steering. these lights don't even come on. The lights are, I'm gonna say the lights are broken. The front bracket has limited use, as I showed. I did find one use for it, but other than that, yeah. So interesting, yeah. What can I say? It feels very much like let's just slap something together to release, and maybe not a whole lot of thought put into it, or maybe there was and it just kind of missed the mark on a lot of things, but it's not broken per se. I don't know what to say. This one's really mixed for me, and of course it's the only mod that got released today, so I'm just kind of spending my time on it because I'm not in a big hurry to go anywhere. But yeah. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts on this one. This one's kind of, it's not bad, but it's not great. I mean, there's some good things about it, but there's some things you scratch your head. Yeah, there you go. That's it. The Man TGS 18 pack by Dusty and Kaztan18 on Farming Simulator 22. Thank you all for watching, and remember, it's only a game, so till the next one, bye for now.